Alright, so as you've seen by this video, I'm going to be talking about life in the military, specifically my life. This isn't every person's life. Probably has nothing to do with most of the branches. Actually, you know what? Probably not most of the military, to be honest. Because A1, I am a submariner. That's a rare breed. You don't see them very often. 2, I'm actually injured. I got injured a long time ago. They haven't sent me back. I got ran over riding my motorcycle. And if you're an active duty or a veteran watching this, you're probably thinking, new guy, just got in the military, bought a Harley, got hit. And that's true. That's pretty much what happened. I did 3 deployments. 3, 4? A few, with actual little shards of my bone in my right leg broken off and embedded into my muscle, torn ligaments and tendons. I never got the proper care until it was too much pain to bear, and then I reported it. You know, for a while the doctors just gave me ibuprofen and were like, get over it, which is a common joke amongst sailors, probably Marines too, because they got Navy corpsmen, is you go to the doc, they'll give you Tylenol and Motrin and tell you to call them in the morning. And that's exactly what happened. And now through MRIs and x-rays and all that, they're like, hey, that leg's actually pretty bad, buddy. I also have some stuff going on up here, not totally healthy. I also have different injuries throughout my body. I have a problem with my back too. It's just a whole big issue, but getting it sorted out. If you're wondering my legitimacy in the military, I am in Kings Bay Submarine Base. I've been in for 4 years, 7 months. So I'm not exactly a spring daisy, but I can still go a long ways. Well, I can't because I'm injured. But let me change into regular me clothes and we can discuss this further. Now you might have heard the rattling, you can still hear it. These are all like the medications. And there's a few more, I just don't take them and I lost them. That they've given me, so Cat's King plug. So they'll give you medication, they'll give you medication for your medication and any side effects that that medication may have caused, and so on and so forth. They don't really solve anything. Very good at putting band-aids on. I'm not dissing Navy medicine. Sometimes it is amazing. And you know, then other times it's like there's not much we can do for you, which is understandable. The bones in my leg, I'm too young for them to want to operate. It will do more damage than good. So the problem is when the issue gets too big. I was taking 6,000 milligrams of ibuprofen. They won't give me anything harder than that because they think because it's addictive. So they're saying, don't take that much. Take 2,400 a day. That's 3 tablets. They give me 800 milligram tablets. I can take 2,400 a day. Use them sparingly. And when I asked, what do I do instead? They said, work on your breathing. And I'm supposed to inhale for 3, hold for 2, exhale for 3, hold for 2. And that will make the pain go away. It hasn't. A huge deal right now was Congress, and I don't know all the facts. Don't look to me for facts. I'm just telling you the point of view of me and some of my coworkers that are all also injured, either physically or mentally. And the big issue was the government shut down. The military still works if the government is shut down, but if they go past a certain date, we don't get paid yet. It will get back paid. And what the banks were doing is, in the past, Navy Federal has given us our paychecks. They fronted the paychecks, the government back to them. Or so I was told. This was when I was in boot camp, I think. Now they're saying that we will give you interest-free loans. And when you do get paid, we'll just take that money straight forth and the loan will be filled. Which, if you think about it, might be good for your credit. So if you got bad credit, there you go. But here's the thing. If you get overpaid in the military wants it all back like that. When you get underpaid in the military, they tend to divvy it out. That's where I get sketchy, because it's happened to plenty of people I know before. I don't know if they're planning on making an exception now. But on February 8th is when the new deadline is, and if they don't figure it out by then, we're going to be in the same boat, and it's going to happen all over again, and hopefully someone figures it out, right? I don't want to do that. So with the right amount of paperwork, you can get a second job. You can be in the military, and you can get a second job, and that's what I did. I don't want to have to take the loan, because think about it. If you take the loan, and the Navy does what they've always done, where they repay you little bit by little bit instead of one huge back pay, you're kind of in a tight boat, and you'll probably end up having to take another loan. But with me being able to do this, because my average work day is 7:30 to 3, get off, go on to my second job, and so on and so forth, I can save up enough to be able to survive without that Navy paycheck, which is my main source of income. Hard to get out and fish right now if you're in the military. I don't know many people that have been out fishing, which is kind of where I'm going to transition over. That's my spiel about being in the military right now. I am by no means a place to go get your facts about political nonsense right now. I have no idea why Congress is being the way they are. I don't care. No. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't really like politics at all. It doesn't interest me. I just want to get out the military, go live on a farm, and mind my own business till I die. That's me. So that's kind of why I haven't been like posting out fishing videos. I've been posting discussion videos more than anything. I kind of went from like Gene Jensen to Tackle Junkie, except I don't have as many subscribers. That being said, why I fish. Now, if you don't know, I'm doing a giveaway, and part of the giveaway, if you want to check out the video, it's still out there. Part of the giveaway was you had to ask a question for the Q&A, and by far the most common question is, what got you started in fishing? I've always liked fishing. As long as I can remember, I wanted to go fishing, but I always wanted to go catfishing. I wanted to sit there with a little fire, chilling, with some bait in the water, just relaxing. But it was still a rare occurrence to go. My dad had a really busy schedule, I had no money most of my life. I couldn't afford the stuff to go out on my own and do it. Just for the most part, didn't get to go fishing. Then when I turned about 14, 15, and I started adventuring within the plains of Kansas and found a close pond. It was probably like 1.5 miles from my house. I was able to go a lot more. Actually, I found it when I was like 12. And it was all catfishing. Occasionally I'd go bluegill fishing, panfish, a lot of crappie, a lot of white bass. But the only time I can really remember largemouth was one specific time, and I was trying to get some fish for some fish tacos for dinner. And it was largemouth bass. I didn't have any idea what I was doing with largemouth bass. I just knew it was a largemouth bass, and I wanted to see if it tasted good. A lot of people might get mad that I've eaten a largemouth bass. I did. I grilled it and put it in a taco like I do with whiting, and it was delicious. So when I was fishing and I was alone and I could just sit alone with some like chicken liver in the water, waiting for that catfish to hit with a little fire going on, maybe a buddy or two that I grew up with my entire life, that was paradise to me. It also made me feel closer to people that I've lost in my life, and it was kind of a big impact. And again, my personality, I will not show that it completely destroyed me, but it made me feel closer. Let me tell you, antidepressants are horrible for me. If you're on them and you're prescribed by a doctor, do not stop taking them, because I said that. I'm in no way a medical professional. They did not make me feel better in any way. They took away any way I could feel emotions. Very monotone. I was very zombied out the entire time I've been on them. That's why some days you'll see me and I'll be like super pepped up, and then the next days, and then other videos, I'll be like totally like my heart's not in it. And while I was on the when I got switched over to the injured list, and that's called limited duty, LIMDU, that's what my division's called, LIMDU, and it sounds very depressing now that I say it out loud. That's when I discovered bass fishing, and it was a big deal to me. And you know, I saw the flares and the John V's, and you know, and that's when I started really getting into Kevin Van Dam and you know, all these guys. And then I stumbled upon Rob Turkla, and he's a veteran of the Army. And when I watched his early videos, I could just lock on to that same monotone kind of, it sounds like your heart's not in it. Your heart can be totally in it. You can be like, this is what I love to do. But because you're on some medications, you will not be able to show it. So that, even in those videos, he might be totally excited. He might have had a great day on the water. He might be in love with his current life. He's not going to show it. He might feel excited on the deep inside. I can't speak for him. But you're totally zombied out. That made the click with me. That was like, and I still get that feeling. That's why in my videos I always say, he's not huge, but I'm glad I caught him, because that is the biggest antidepressant ever, is that huge endorphin rush that you get from catching that fish. And as the day goes on and I catch more fish, more of the real me kind of breaks through, and I'm able to get through, and I can come home and I can relax and sit down and think, I did it. And that's when I'm back to me. I'm not saying that fishing is a cure-all. I'm not saying if you're a 13-year-old girl who's never fished a day in her life that's going through a real mental health crisis, don't just go fishing and you'll be better. No, I'm saying that for me, on days that I'm able to do that, and some days I can't, but on the days that I am able to do that, it helps. If you're prescribed medication by a doctor, take the medication. But this is what helps me. It helps me more than the medication ever has. It was not fun being on it, you know, and some days I think maybe I should still be on that. And that's where I'm at right now. And I just wanted you guys to know that's how I get a little erratic with, you know, uploading and life in general. To anyone out there who struggles with this beast that is mental illness, you're not alone. If you watch this and you're ever feeling that way, you can message me. You can message me on here, PM me. That's my channel's my name. You can find me on Facebook. You can privately message me there. I can't give you any professional advice, but I will listen and I will try to help the best I can. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like making it. Don't like putting my feelings out there. But if you did like it, give it a like. If you like this video and you like my other videos, feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time I post.